Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Chris's Collectible Corner, and for those of you who are new, thank you for coming through to tune in for this review. And today we're taking a look at the highly anticipated Hero Waltz, aka Super Saiyan Gogeta from the movie Fusion Reborn by Demoniacal Fit. But before we get into the figure itself, if you wouldn't mind, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification to be notified when new reviews are uploaded to the channel. It really helps and I appreciate the support. We're not going to stay on this long, but I just wanted to show you guys that now going forward, it seems like Demoniacal Fit is now shipping out these figures with shippers, which I thought was interesting. But that aside, let's get into the real packaging. And here we have it. And this is the standard Demoniacal Fit packaging, which I really like. They pick one primary color to stand out against a black backdrop, and it's very reminiscent to Tamashii Nation's Comic-Con exclusive packaging, which I really like. So as you can see, we have some nice illustration work of Gogeta, and along the back we have some more product images of the figure itself and some of the poses that you could put him in. But enough of that being said, let's get this guy out the box and take a closer look. And here we have him, the man in the flesh himself, Gogeta. Man, I just have to say, I don't think ever in the history of anything on the planet has there ever been a character that's had such little screen time that has made such an impact. Gogeta was first introduced in Dragon Ball Z Movie 12 Fusion Reborn, where he fought Janemba. Goku and Vegeta were fighting Janemba. I think they were both dead or whatever, hence why Gogeta has the halo. I think just Vegeta was dead. I don't know, I don't remember exactly. But anyways, in the middle of that fight, neither one of them could beat Janemba, and Goku was able to go to Super Saiyan 3. So this was the first time we had seen Goku and Vegeta fuse using the fusion dance, because in the series they fused using the Patora earrings and became Vegito. So Gogeta was this new fusion that we had seen, and let me tell you, for the short amount of screen time that he had, he went straight to business and put the beats on Janemba. But all that aside, looking at this figure as it is, from head to toe, he stands at about 6.5 inches, not including the halo. He has a nice matte finish. Really no paint work on here, just some slight shading on the front of the pants. You could definitely see that they borrowed some molding from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku that they had recently released, especially within the legs. But what really makes this figure such a big deal is that this is our first 3.0 Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gogeta to add to that. Tamashii Nation has not come out with one. The only Gogeta figure we've ever had was from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, and that was Gogeta Blue. And we are long past the days of 2.0 Dragon Ball figures. Obviously there's some lingering around that Tamashii keeps trying to push him with Goku's, but what are you gonna do? It's Goku. So this is a pretty big deal, and I will say, from first glance and first impressions, Demoniacal Fit really knocked this out the park from an aesthetic standpoint. On social media, a lot of people have seen photos of this figure before and made comments about the head sculpt in comparison to Tonson Art's, and think that the Tonson Art head sculpt looks better. I mean, I was a part of that camp as well. But we also don't have Tonson Art here in hand at the moment, but we do have Demoniacal Fit. And I will say, looking at this in person, the head sculpt does not bother me at all. I actually really like it. I mean, let's take a closer look. So as you can see with the hair, it's a very nice sculpt. It's very reminiscent to how he looked in the movie, and I really like the face sculpt. I don't know, I feel like they really nailed this balance of making him look like a fusion in the face of Goku and Vegeta, because he has that angled look, that more mean anti-hero kind of look that Vegeta has, but he also has that look of approachability and calmness that Goku has. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading too into it, but I feel like they really captured this in-between within the faces. I don't know, I like this head sculpt, looking at it in person. Now moving on to the accessories and sticking with the face sculpts, he comes with 3 different expressions. He comes with a teeth gritted face, the yelling face for shooting a ki blast, a fireball, or powering up, and then the smirking face. And I have to say, these all look really nice and clean and continue to capture the likeness of the character. I really like how these look, but personally, my favorite expression is a smirking one, because I feel it just looks badass. Now as for the other accessories, he comes with 4 other pairs of hands, aside from the fist that comes with him attached in the box, and then 1 single hand for the Stardust Destroyer. So as for the first hands, they're kind of like an open palm, kind of curled fingers kind of look for shooting a ki blast or charging a Kamehameha wave. The second pair of hands are kind of more relaxed hands. They're still kind of bent at the fingertips, but they're a little bit more relaxed than the first pair. Then for the third pair of hands, he comes with a pair of fighting stance hands when he's getting ready to throw down and just take somebody out real quickly. And for the last pair of hands, it's another pair of open ki blast hands, but they're more splayed out and the fingers are a bit more spread out. So I guess if you're gonna have them just shooting off a blast in general. And of course, it's not a pair of hands, but it's one hand accessory for the iconic move that Gogeta is known for, which is a Stardust Destroyer, where he just ended Janemba's entire career. So you definitely need to have that with this version of the character. Alright, so now let's get into the articulation of this Gogeta, see how he moves. I'm sure it's going to be pretty similar to the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, since some of the parts are familiar, but I'm sure there's going to be some different things going on as well. Alright, so we're going to start with the head like we usually do. So, you can look down a really good amount. Be careful though, because you see the gap. Faceplate could pop off, so we'll just push that back in. Alright, you can look up, you know, can't really blame notice the design, so the collar kind of stops him from looking too far up. But you can like probably tilt his torso up if you need him to look up more. If you're gonna put him up against like Broly or something. So yeah, you alright? Side to side, so that's pretty good. Now let's get into the shoulders. Again, how far up can he go? Alright, so he can go 90 degrees. And the way they have the shoulders, it's actually wrapped around from the bottom. So you don't have to worry about that kind of getting loose or losing its place. So you can only go up 90 because of the shoulder straps. Alright, and then you see if we go down here, those are the butterfly joints, those pop out. The shoulders can be a pain, so you just kind of have to finagle them a little bit to put them back. So there you go. Full rotation. Like I said, be careful, because as I just found out, this can pop off. But I think that's a quick fix. You just pop it back into the tabs. Let's see. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but that's why this is a review. Oh man, just a pain in the butt to get in. Give me a second. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I don't think that has anything to do with like the quality of the figure, because he does feel really good. I think it was just my handling of it. But, so like I was saying before, you can go all the way around, just be careful. So, there you go. Same with the other arm. Full rotation. Double bicep bend for both arms. There you go. And bicep swivel. I know it sounds squeaky and tight, but he's not. This is not literally my first time moving him. I literally just got him out the box and filmed it for you guys. So there's that. Upper torso articulation. So there goes that. A little side to side. How's the crunch? Crunch is decent. I'm glad that they don't have like an ugly big gap though here, so that's fine with me. You can lean back a good amount. There we go. And waist rotation. Nice and simple. As for the legs, if you had the Super Saiyan 4 Goku or the Demoniacal Fit version, it's pretty much the same because the legs are the same mold. So you can kick about that high, which is really good. Do the splits, no problem. There you go. Thigh swivel. The tolerances don't feel too loose or too tight. They feel just right. Knee bend. A little ugly gap there, but whatever. Same over here. And then ankle articulation. Go down, up somewhat, side to side, so good side to side articulation, and downward movement. Up not so much, but that's because of the shin guards. Oh, and I forgot to point out this, of course, his belt. I can also move. So there you go. Alright guys, that's Gogeta. Oh, and just in case you're interested, because I know some people want to know about face compatibility and stuff, so here we go. That's how the faceplates come off. Let me get them balanced right, hold on. There you go. Faceplates come off like that, and then they plug into the top. So that's how that works. Switch, plug it back in. And then you plug the faceplate back. Alright, and the halo, you could take that off too if you want, so you can have an undead Gogeta. Yeah, so there you go. Alright, now getting into some comparisons, here we have the Demoniacal Fit Gogeta with the Beast Deities Premium Color Vegeta, and I feel like they scale pretty well together and actually look really nice next to each other. Then here we have Gogeta with the other half of his combination, Goku, but this is the Beast Deities Goku body with the re-custom Super Saiyan Goku hair. And I think this looks really good as well and scales really nicely. Now we don't officially have a Janemba figure yet, but that's alright because Gogeta's next rival is Broly. And here he is with the Beast Deities Broly. And I will say, this Broly is kinda huge, man. He's a little too big for him. Then here we have him with Demoniacal Fit's Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I just bring this up because I wanted to show you guys a similarity, as you can see with the lower half, with the pants, the belt, as well as the shin guards. They're very similar, so you can see where they definitely took some inspiration. And then of course, you can't have Gogeta without comparing him to Vegito. So this is the Beast Deities 3.0 Vegito, and I think they look really good together. The Vegito has the HM custom head sculpt, but I think these pair really nicely next to each other. I'm curious, for you guys watching, who is your favorite fusion? From what I've seen, the majority of people say it's Gogeta. And don't get me wrong, I love both, but I like Vegito more. And not because I think he's cooler or stronger or anything, I just think for the idea of a fusion, his design complements that idea a lot more than Gogeta. He seems more like a fusion of the character. Goku's gi inverted with Vegeta's gloves and boots. I don't know, I just feel like he captures that more. And then here we have him with the Demoniacal Fit Tenacious Martial Artist Goku with the re-customed Super Saiyan 3 Goku hair sculpt. And I think once again, these scale really nicely next to each other. And since this is a 3.0 model Gogeta, you can actually do a couple of nice kitbashes with some of these 3.0s. So you can make a Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta with the re-custom head sculpt. You can make a furless Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And if you want, you could take the legs from the Beast Deities Vegito and use that for the lower half of Gogeta and make the fusion of Gogeta and Vegito Gogeta. Really, the options are endless for you. Just remember to have fun. Alright guys, so that was my review on the Demoniacal Fit Hero Waltz Super Saiyan Gogeta. And I just have to say, I think this figure is great. He's well built, he's fun to play with, and he's the first and only 3.0 Gogeta that we currently have on the market, even though he's third party. Plus, it's from his first appearance, so he's Super Saiyan. So this checks all the boxes. I got mine off of AliExpress. I know he's still in transit and getting ready to ship out to some of you guys that pre-ordered on Hobby Model Store and 5K Toys. He costs about $45 to $50 depending on where you get him. Others may mark him up to $70. And I think with the accessories and everything that he comes with, I think he's a really solid figure. He's really well built, looks great, and I definitely think he's a must-have for your collection. So as you guys usually know, I usually use the Dragon Balls and the Dragon Radar to rate these figures from a scale from 1 to 7, so I'm going to give this guy a 6. I might lean more towards a 5 because I wish they gave us more accessories, but once again, Gogeta had such little screen time, like I don't know what else you would want them to put in here with this. Maybe besides like an aura. But I think for what he comes with, especially for the price, I think he's a great buy and should definitely pick him up when he releases. I'll be doing another video to compare him to the original SH Figure Arts Gogeta that came out with Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then when the Tonson art figure comes out, I'm also going to do a comparison video between those two because I feel like people want to know which one they should get and which one they should pass on, because not everybody has money like that to buy all these figures. So that's why I'm here to help you make the best decision with your dollars. With that said, I hope you guys found this review informative. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification to be notified when new reviews are uploaded to the channel. Thank you for stopping by my corner of the internet, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.